Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Cecil Brenta Maisariano. Our topic is about firing vehicles, construction sites, and processing plants with radiological substances. So, radiological substances or radioactive substances are materials that emit radiation as a result of the decay of their atomic nuclei. So, we have four radioactive substances that emit several types of radiation. First is the alpha radiation. Alpha radiation has a low penetration power. It can be stopped by a piece of paper or the outer layer of human skin. It can also be harmful if ingested or inhaled. Second is the beta radiation. The beta radiation has moderate penetration power. It can pass through paper, but it can be stopped by a plastic or a few millimeters of aluminum. It can also cause harm to biological tissue upon exposure, like in our skin. Third is the gamma radiation. Gamma radiation has a high penetration power and can pass through a human body, and most materials requires thick lead or several centimeters of concrete for shielding. Yung mga makakapal na material, for shielding, and it is particularly dangerous for external exposure and can cause damage to tissue and DNA. Next is the neutron radiation. Compared to that sa tatlong nabanggit kanina, mas malakas itong neutron radiation. It is highly penetrating and can be stopped by materials rich in hydrogen such as water or polyethylene. And it's primarily a concern in nuclear reactors and specific industrial application. Next is the purpose.
Time model yung tungkol. Purpose. Dito sinasabi na kung paano magre-respond ang mga bombero sa mga sunog or sa mga lugar na kung saan may construction sites or mga building or may mga pabrika or mga delikadong materyales. Basic concepts dito naman sinasabi na hindi dapat basta-basta pumapasok ang mga bombero sa mapanganib tulad ng hot zones or apektadong bahagi ng pasilidad. Dapat kailangan may gabay or may concern ang mga expert. So, sa scope naman is city municipal sila yung nagbibigay ng babala na kung saan yung lugar ay may incidenteng pangyayari.
Ma'am Ronquillo po, responsibilities po. Mga district at provincial officers, kung kailangan ng karagdagang tulong, sila ang nagkiki-cooperate at nagpapadala ng mga karagdagang bombero at kagamitan sa buong distrito o probinsya. Sa regional officers naman po, sila ang humahawak ng mas malawak na resources para sa rehiyon kapag lumala ang sitwasyon. And sa national headquarters naman po, kapag sobrang laki na ng problema para sa rehiyon, ang pambansang team ang pumapasok at nagpapadala ng karagdagang tulong.
Binluan, ma'am, definition. First, the decontamination corridor. Dito dinadaan yung mga dirty or very dangerous substance dito dinadaan para to assure that any potentially harmful or dangerous residues on person or equipment is andun lang siya, hindi siya nakakalat kasi it very dangerous para na din masigurado yung mga kaligtasan ng tao. Next, demobilization. The goal of demobilization is the orderly, safe, and efficient return of all resources to its original location and its status. Pagbabalik sa dating kinalalagyan. Next, higher-ranking personnel. He is the responsible for directing operation at the scene of a fire incident and overseeing station duties. Sila yung mga taga-assign sa mga member nila kung saan sila pupunta. And next, radiological substance. Any substance relating to some form of radiation. Example, heat or light from the sun. Microwaves from an oven. The importance of radiological substance is it is a source of heat for satellite, for medical imaging, for targeted cancer treatments, and to help the researcher to create and test new medicine technologies and procedure.
Next, good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Terry Carl Vincent. My topic is general procedures. First is the pre or before. So number one dito is ang palagi natin nakikita dito is ang pagsuot ng PPE uniform. So PPE uniform, the important is to be safety equipment for the BFP personnel. A second is the highest rank personnel. Assume sila yung nag-assume na mag-command, and ang nag-establish naman is the command post or the ICPC. Next is the third ICP. Yung sa command outpost naman, sila yung nag-gather ng information sa mga radioactive material na na-involve or na-involve sa insidente para naman mai-submit, kumbaga, ganun ma'am. Tapos sa 4 naman is the IC or the Incident Command. Establish initial isolation distance. So si IC naman is, ang responsibility naman niya is responsible for the overall management of the incident and determines which command, kung ano yung command na ipapatupad niya para hindi magkagulo-gulo. Next dito is si Emergency Response Guidebook. So si Emergency Response naman, guidebook is sila yung identifies kung anong material yung mga naitapon or na-release doon sa site na yon. Sila yung nag-identifies the hazardous material and give emergency action. Next is the number 5 is the firefighting unit. Sila yung nagko-coordinate sa establishment to ensure that ang mga mapasok lang doon is yung mga may otorisado or authorized personnel lang para maiwasan yung kumbaga mas maiwasan yung maraming pang masaktan, lalo na pag hindi otorisado yung pupunta sa loob. 6, kung ang PNP naman is may special unit, dito rin sa BFP is may special unit. Ang nito is si SRU, which is the Special Rescue. Sila yung mga ahensya na or personnel na bigyan ng mabibigat na responsibilidad. Kumbaga kahit na alam nilang na mahirap nang makalabas sa kanilang pupuntahan, pipilitin nila basta kumbaga pag may na-trap sa loob, alam niyang parang hindi na safety pati siya hindi na safety. Kailangan pa rin niyang puntahan kasi nga yun yung trabaho niya. So next is the actual or during.
So sa actual or during, 7, firefighting unit performs initial firefighting at upwind position approach at the cold zone. So dito sa first circle, gusto ko lang sabihin na dyan yung hot zone. Tapos sa susunod naman na circle, dyan yung warm zone. And next circle is the cold zone or the support zone. It says that they will fight the fire in an upwind position. Dito sa area na to, in the cold zone. So the firefighter will only engage upon the instruction of the expert through the incident commander. So next, firefighting unit performs direct firefighting if radiologic equipment is not available or is not involved. So this means that they can actively approach the fire with standard equipment and methods to put it out. If radiological equipment naman is involved, the situation would change due to potential hazard. The firefighter will maintain a safe distance to minimize the risk of exposure. Next, number 9, the incident commander taps an alarm based on prevailing situation. So if the incident commander will activate alarm according to the current situation or condition or according to its severity of the situation to ensure that the appropriate responses are met. Next, number 10, the incident commander coordinates with the PNRI officials upon their arrival and adopts unified command. So dito mag-share sila ng kanilang mga ideas or they will collaborate, they will share information, resources, and strategies to combat the fire. Next, 11, BFP responding personnel assist SRU and PNRI emergency team in setting up a decontamination corridor. So decontamination corridor, nakalocate siya dito sa warm zone, dito sa color yellow, sa part na to. So dito sa, ito yung, let's say na itong white, ito yung decontamination corridor. So, ang purpose ng decontamination corridor is to protect clean areas from being contaminated. So, base sa na-research ko po, 70 to 90% ang madadecontaminate if they remove their clothing and their shoes. Tapos, madadagdagan naman ng 5% and it will become 95% if mag-wash sila using soap and water. Okay. So, number 12, BFP component of Unified Command declares fire under control kapag there's no probability of fire to escalate. Next, firefighting unit performs overhauling upon advice by the BFP component of Unified Command. So upon the advice of the BFP component of the Unified Command, they will conduct a thoroughly examination or inspect so that they will ensure na wala nang possibility na magkaroon ng fire ignition or fire potential reignition sa fire. Next is the post or after.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Kevin Saura. After preparations and actual performance of putting out the fire, we will now go to post or after. Here, we will tackle different activities done by different units after putting out the fire. The first one is the BFP component of Unified Command declares fire out after determination of total extinguishment. When we say Unified Command, these are the different agencies that work together for fire suppression, including LGU, which provide local support or crowd control. PNP naman ito nagbibigay ng security, evacuation, and fire management during a fire scene. BFP for fire prevention and suppression in other agencies. Unified Command will declare fire out only after determination of fire situation, and when this Unified Command agree that there are no remaining risks or reignition, meaning the place is already safe. After declaration of fire out, ang susunod naman dyan, ang Unified Command will instruct all responding personnel to undergo decontamination, meaning all resources that have been used or exposed to radiological substances will undergo decontamination. Dito lilinisin nila lahat ng equipments or lahat ng resources, including personals and equipments, and exposed sa radioactive materials through the use of water, soap, and other detergents to prevent contamination from radioactive substances. After ng decontamination, utosan naman ni IC or si Incident Commander, itong si BFP investigators at si PNRI officials or the Philippine Nuclear Research Institutes na mag-conduct ng investigation. Si BFP investigators, nakafocus yan on investigating the cause, origin, and circumstances of the fire. When we say cause, it is the reason why the fire started, and origin naman, it is the location where the fire started. Itong si PNR officials, nakafocus lang yan kapag involved ang nuclear or radioactive substances. Ito kasi si BFP investigators, it determines the cause of the fire, whether it was intentional, accidental, or due to negligence. Itong si PNR officials kapag involved lang ang radioactive materials. After ng investigation, itong lahat ng responding units, babalik lang sa kanilang respective station pag natapos nila yung 4 steps na to. Una, securing equipment. I-ensure nila dito na lahat ng firefighting tools, hoses, and gears are properly stored. Pangalawa, like what I said earlier, decontamination, like what I said earlier, na dapat nalinis na lahat ng resources, including yung personals and equipments to prevent the spread of hazardous materials. Pangatlo, dapat ang reports or documentation are completed. And the last one, kapag when the scene of the fire is already secure and safe. After nyan, ang fire marshal at firefighting unit magkakandak naman ngayon ng post-fire analysis. Dito, they will review and evaluate the fire incidents. Titignan nila, ano ba yung pinagmulan ng sunog? electrical fault ba, human error, bomb explosion, or throwing something or like cigarette into a leak gas. Diba? That leak gas doon mismo sa vehicles that carries radioactive substances. They will also determine or examine the extent of the damage. Gaano ba kalawak? Isang buong vehicles ba? Isang buong hospital? Or kalahati ng hospital ba yung na-damage where radioactive materials are usually stored? Then they will also determine the prevention techniques. For example, ang cause ng sunog is human error. For example na yung pasyente, aksidente niyang nasagi yung kandila. Yun yung nag-cause ng sunog that may lead to the leakage of radioactive materials that might expose people in the hospitals. Ang gagawing prevention is pagbabawal yung paggamit ng kandila doon sa hospital. The purpose is to prevent the same occurrences to happen. Then next niyan, si chief ng fire station, magsasabit na ngayon siya ng AFOR o gagawa siya ng AFOR or after fire operation report. Dito inanarate na lahat ng nangyari during and after firefighting operation. After ng AFOR prepared, may sasabit ngayon yan kay Fire Marshal. I-review dito from the beginning to the end of the report. Ni Fire Marshal, after niya i-review, papasa niya na sa next higher office. Pwedeng si Regional Director, BFP Headquarters, and others.
So good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Tavera Christian Paul. Reduce casualty or injury and minimize damage to properties. So sinasabi dito na importante na mas malesen yung mga tao na pwedeng may injury. Kasi alam naman natin yung sunog is minuto, segundo is mabilis kumalat. And after the fire, kailangan na masecure natin muna yung place kasi yung effect ng radiation or yung toxic or pwedeng may sumabog ulit. So masasabi natin na effective ang operation if mas kakaunti ang casualty or injury. So if you ask kung may radiation meter ba tayo sa Pilipinas, yes, meron po. Radiation meter using early detection and warning kung may ma-detect na mataas na radiation level. So coordination and collaboration achieved through incident command system. For example, is si Mr. Yan is incident commander. So bago siya pumunta sa site, kailangan niya munang iiwan yung position niya sa office niya or sa organization nila kasi hindi naman siya yung pupunta sa site na may mataas na position. Meron din ibang pupunta na mataas na position like police or SOCO. So bakit niya iiwan? Kasi marami din agency ang pwedeng tumulong sa kanya. Kumbaga, leave your position and make new organization. Kung sasabihin niya is sila ang mag-i-investigate kasi yung case is sunog, hindi naman pwede yun kasi meron naman dyan yung mga police na pwedeng tumulong para mas mabilis na masolve yung case. Reference, National Fire Protection Association. So NFPA is the world's most renewed organization for life safety and resources. NFPA is provide guidelines and requirements for fire safety, electrical safety, and life safety. International Fire Service Training Association. So the meaning of this association is to identify training needs and develop materials for the fire service. So why 7th edition? Each new edition aims to incorporate charges and standards set by organizations, new research findings, the best practices in firefighting. Additionally, this 7th edition designed for firefighters to those seeking refresher training. So Republic Act 6975 or Department of Interior Local and Government of 1990. So sinasabi dito na may kakayanan din ng BFP na mag-imbestiga related sa events. And kung kinakailangan, pwede rin silang mag-file ng complaint sa prosecutor na mayroong jurisdiction sa case. Emergency Response Guidebook, a document that guides the operating team in responding to an incident. So this guidebook is kung walang radiation meter yung mga firefighters, this guidebook is mas magagamit nila.
So that ends our report, ma'am. Thank you po.